We are here with Greg Brown. Are you the director of electrics?
Master electrician.
Master electrician at the Nutcracker.
And so, like I was saying earlier, wanted some anecdotes of funny things with the ballet. And,
yeah.
We started with the angels, the 5-year-old girls that are in these big hoop skirts, start the second act. And they don't get their marks very well on stage. Then every once in a while these hoop skirts trip them and they fall. And it's unfortunate for them, but we get a little chuckle out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We've had other instances where we have side light that light the stage, and there's color changes that go in those lights for different scenes, and it's pretty unfortunate when for some reason or another the stagehand or whoever doesn't get the gel changed in time for the next scene, and a green or red gel comes up in the snow scene where it's white and light blues and stuff like that.
How do you determine what color is going to go best with the scene?
Well, it's all determined by the lighting designer.
Oh, okay. Lighting design does it for you?
Nick Cavallero back years ago designed the lights here for this ballet, and it's been held true for many years now. So it's pretty much the same that it's been for almost 10 years now, the lights.
Wow.
And another couple mishaps have been we use dry ice fog. There's a 55-gallon barrel that has a heating element in it that warms up the water, a basket of dry ice that goes in. Well, during rehearsal times, the timing doesn't really work out very well sometimes, and the water gets too hot. The stagehand's not too familiar with the sequence of events, and the dry ice got dumped in the hot water for too quickly, and it overflowed, and about 10 or 15 gallons of water went out on stage.
Oh my gosh.
Very big mess.
Who gets to clean that up?
Props.
Okay.
Whenever there's a mess, it's
not
props.
You. It's props, not you.
I say I'm sorry, but that's about all I can do. We were also discussing the snow. In snow scene, they actually have a snow bag that drops confetti that looks a little bit like snow dropping through the air. And at various times over the years, there's either been too much, too little snow, maybe even at the wrong time. We always say it's really bad when it snows in the parlor scene. The snow bag is up there all the time. It's just if they grab the wrong rope or bump it and it starts trickling snow in the middle of the parlor scene. Bad. One of our other points of enjoyment is the bed in the dream scene. There's a guy underneath it that makes the move around in the dark.
Oh, really?
There's also fog on the floor, and there's a scrim downstage, and it's almost without fail that sometime or another through the program that the guy underneath, there's so much fog that he can't see where he's going, and he ends up either too far off stage, too far up stage, too far down stage, and there's people in the wings trying to direct him, go down stage.
How does he manage to do that? Is he like laying on his stomach or?
I've not been under there. I don't know. I think he's crawling on his hands and knees.
Okay.
And it just kind of rests
That's
on his
interesting.
back. I'm not sure how it works, to tell you the truth. Again, props. We've had a few mishaps with with wardrobe as well. Amy brought this one up, that one of the Cavalier's jacket got left on the throne in the second act, and I guess he needed the jacket for the next scene where he was going to be dancing, and someone actually had to crawl on their stomachs to get out there to it's kind of in the wing, so they had to just go behind it and reach a hand up and get the jacket off of the sleigh, or the throne, excuse me.
So how long have you been working here?
Well, off and on for the ballet, 25 years.
Wow.
I've not been a master electrician for 25 years, more like 12 or 15 years, something like that.
Wow. So what all does your job entitle?
Okay, I with back to the lighting designer, he gives me a light plot,
Okay.
And I basically take what he's drawn and put it out on stage in actual equipment. I procure the equipment through a rental house that we rent our lights and dimmers and cable from, and get it all circuited, working. And so when the directors call for a light to come on, the right light comes on.
Mm-hmm.
There's maybe 200 or 300 dimmers, and boxes and boxes of cable, and boxes and boxes of lights that go out on stage that all makes the production look the way we see it from out front. You know, it looks a lot different from backstage.
Oh, I'm sure. So do you see the actual like performance when it's going on for the rest of the audience, or are you behind the scenes?
I am behind the scenes, but I'm usually on in the wing, which is just off to the side of the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, you know, with the advent of video being so prevalent, I get a monitor now, so I can see what actually is going on from the front.
Oh, okay.
There's a video monitor that sits on the balcony rail, or a camera rather, and it's fed to the stage manager. She gets to see it. I get to see it as well, just in case something pops up that I would like to address, you know, immediately, rather than hearing it from a second or third source.
Is it really tense backstage during the
No.
performance? No, really?
No, it can be. It has been, but for the most part, we've rehearsed it enough to where it's almost second nature. Stuff just comes. Everybody knows their job. The stage manager calls it in the same order, night after night, performance after performance, and it gets to be almost routine.
Things go smoothly.
Yeah.
What's the biggest mishap that has happened electrically with the performance?
Well, I guess, again, Amy brought up the time that the lighting board crashed. It's a computer.
Okay.
So, of course, there's a lot of information on that computer that is stored, and you push a button and the cue goes and brings the right dimmers up, that brings the right lights up. And if you don't have that computer, it's really hard to replicate that manually. And we had to run a show with a manual board that just had to go with
Wow.
as much as we could replicate with.
Did it crash during the performance or beforehand?
You know, I guess it was beforehand.
Beforehand.
Because we had enough time to get a manual board set up.
It's a little bit better than during the middle of the
during
performance.
It would just have to go to a one look or you know, almost work light type thing, which would be really unfortunate. It would not do much for the mystique of the show, because lighting is a little bit more to the lighting than just
Flipping on a switch.
one would think, I suppose. Yeah.